Recorded Books and RB Digital present The Attachment Effect, exploring the powerful ways our earliest bond shapes our relationships and lives, by Peter Lovenheim, narrated by Winton. Foreword, by Professor Harry Rees. When Peter Lovenheim first approached me about sitting in on my relationships class at the University of Rochester, I said sure. I'm always open to having visitors, especially those who, with the benefit of age and experience, might add a bit of perspective for my college-age students. Peter seemed interested, and I expected that he'd attend 2 or 3 times and then, like others before him, gracefully move on. But Peter's appetite wasn't sated by this small sampling of what has by now become a large and lively area of research. Instead, he pursued the class wholeheartedly, attending almost every lecture and then asking follow-up questions as we sat and chatted at the 12 Corners Starbucks. Peter's questions were uncomplicated at first, yet even from the beginning they probed deeply into the subject matter of my class, pairing an intrinsic curiosity about relationships with his analytical journalistic training. It's not surprising that a woman at the neighboring table wanted in on our conversation. Understanding how relationships work, what makes them thrive or wither, what makes them the source of life's most rewarding yet also most painful moments, has fascinated people for millennia. As far back as the earliest recorded history, one can find rules and ideologies about relationships. Scientific research is relatively new to this endeavor. A fair estimate would locate the start of this field around the middle of the 20th century, and there's little doubt in my mind that attachment theory represents the best insight into the subject we have to offer right now. Theories come and go in the social sciences, typically engendering an early flurry of excitement and activity, and then gradually losing prominence as their novel insights are exhausted and new and better theories take center stage. Not so attachment theory. I first heard about John Bowlby's theory in 1982, when I was on sabbatical at the University of Denver, where Philip Shaver and Cindy Hazen were beginning to apply to adult romantic relationships ideas that had until then been focused primarily on infants and their caregivers. When their pioneering studies hit the scientific literature, the field literally exploded, spawning hundreds and then thousands of studies. I've been waiting since then for research on attachment theory to slow down, like so many other theories before it, but that hasn't happened. Remarkably, the vigor and generative force of attachment.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?